Welcome. I'm glad you're here. I wanted to give you a little bit of a taste of the work that I do at the Neuromuscular Center. I founded this in 1990 and I've been in practice more than 50 years. So I have a lot of experience working with people who are in pain, people who have movement challenges, people who have brain injuries, or babies that were born and don't have the same acceleration in development as you'd like. So I also wrote a book called The 10 Best Ways to Supercharge Your Health. So I'll talk a little bit about that. I offer a 5-day program, which is great for relieving your pain, giving you ideas that can help you be stronger, such as raising your heart rate. But the exercises that I use are about coordination, neuroplasticity, connecting the dots in your body so you're not really pushing with an effort that's not going to be helpful to you, especially if you have pain. And I don't know if you have back pain or your neck pain or a particular area that's bothering you, but I've worked with a lot of different areas in the body and helping people overcome those difficulties naturally. So you can take enzymes to help with your pain. There's Bromelain that you can take. The different companies make certain enzymes to reduce your pain. So if you go to the health food store, you can say, oh, what's good for my pain relief? Bromelain is probably one of the most basic ones that you can use. Also, you want to make sure that you're not engaging in an inflammatory diet. So you want to avoid your sugars, your starches, your rice, your grains, potatoes, pasta. These things can lead to diabetes. They can lead to blood sugar imbalances. And then once that happens, you're on the road to further declining. And you don't want to do that. You want to keep your body strong and healthy as long as possible. So definitely keeping your blood sugar level down. And I can show you in the 5-day program all those little tricks of the trade. I've been doing this for years now. And I measure my blood sugar all the time. I have a glucose monitor that I use in the arm. You can use things that are not in the arm, like the Keto Mojo. And if you go to my website, the neuromuscularcenter.com, you'll see a place there where you can click on the link and go directly to Keto Mojo, the Keto/Mojo, not slash, but hyphen. So it's been a wonderful experience to balance out my blood sugar and see the results. You can reduce a fatty liver, you can improve your kidney function, you can help your heart rate. And speaking of heart rate, you do need to raise your heart rate on a daily level. You can walk at least 15 minutes, after 15 minutes, and after you eat for 15 minutes, then you need to take a walk to burn the blood sugar, but also for the circulation in your body. And for pain relief, because if you don't get your blood moving, you don't get the fluids moving, you don't get that healing action. You want to be healing as much as possible all the time. So you're eating well, your positive outlook, that's a key also. So it's important to have a ritual that you practice every day to keep your mind positive, to keep your body active, to keep feeling that you're generating, creating, that you're being creative in your world, whatever your world is. So, and you can make your world be better by determining what those factors are. You have to kind of sit down with yourself and say, this isn't good for me. That isn't good for me. I need to have time outside every day. I need to get outside in the sunlight for 15 minutes every day in the morning, as long as it's sunny. I can actually use a little sun lamp if I don't have the sun out, so I can get that exposure, which raises my energy level instantly. I feel it instantly when I get in the sunlight, and you may too. So you have to be careful not to get sunburned, but you can feel that heat generating your energy in your body. At least I do in your body. I feel it really warms me up, so that's important. Yeah, drinking a lot of water. You can't overestimate that generally. Most people, you try to go for 8 ounces of water 8 times a day, so, or 16 ounces, or even 24 ounces, bigger and bigger. It's good to drink a lot of water. You would be surprised. You can collect your urine in a tub and measure it. In fact, if you have kidney issues, they'll send you this bucket that you urinate into and measure how much fluid is actually coming out of you. You might be surprised that you don't have enough coming out of you. So make sure you drink a lot of water. Let's see what else. So in terms of food, what to eat, I go through this in my program, but 5 days, it's really helpful. You get to connect with other people. The food you like to eat, of course, greens, fresh vegetables, arugula. I eat arugula with almost every meal. You can have, if you have kidney stones, you have to avoid spinach because spinach has oxalic acid. And if you have sensitivity to beans, you may have to avoid beans. I like to have a lot of chicken, fish. I also eat red meat occasionally. I have lamb, organic. All my food is organic as much as possible. What other salads? I have salads with almost every meal. And I work out every day. So I do some exercise to really strengthen my muscles and to feel good. I work my feet. You can, in fact, do that right now. Let's take a moment to rise up and down. This is helpful for many things. First of all, your calf muscles working. That's important for lowering your blood sugar because it's one of those muscles that requires a lot of energy, that burns energy. And you want to build bone. So this is another way. You're putting pressure. If you drop your weight, you're putting pressure through the bones in your body. So you really need about 4 times as much pressure on your bones as your weight. So if you weigh 100 pounds, you'd need like 400 pounds of pressure, but that's a lot. So you've got to really work it. That's why we use the weights in class. I teach exercise every day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, actually, on Zoom, and you can see a lot of my videos. Well, we'll take a moment now just to keep exercising, feeling your breath, working your toes. You want your feet to be strong as your hands, if not stronger. They say longevity depends on how strong your feet are. Everybody knows about the grip, strong grip, but your feet have to be even stronger. So rise up on your toes and do that all the time, as much as you can. That'll build muscle. So now you're doing that. That's good. Now bend your knees. Take a deep breath. Exhale and rise. And then roll up onto the balls of your feet and balance. And exhale, come back down. And again, bend. And straighten. And rise up on your toes. That's a nice little exercise. And bend. Let's do it together. And straighten. And breathe in. And exhale. Good. Let's take a moment just to bend to the side. Open up your ribs on the side. Open up your ribs on the side. And then if you can bend over, you can slide your legs. You slide down your legs. Put your hands down on your forelegs. Let your head drop. Stretch out the back of your thighs. And you can roll back up. I like to feel my skin under my clothes, so you're really moving. You're feeling the touch of your hands on your skin. Rolling down. Lower your head. You know, do this with me so you get benefits from this. Beautiful. Just breathe in. Hold your breath. And exhale. Now, if you have an essential oil, you can use that as well. Breathing in, put a little dab under your nose. Hold your breath. And exhale. And breathing in. Let's add the arms. These are gentle exercises. Exhale. Bend. And breathing in. And hold a moment. Stretch one side. Exhale. Breathing in. Stretch the other side. And come down. Good. Lift the arms out. And turn the palms up. Just rotating the palms up. Working the shoulders. Breathing. And reverse. Turn the palms down, if you can see that. Good. And now swing the arms up and down and up and down. Just to build some circulation in the arms and open up and to the side. Beautiful. Beautiful. So it'd be nice to have you in this 5 days because we can go over more material. Balancing your hormones. Big thing is to stop eating sugar and starch. And in a group setting, we can do that together. So you'll also learn about movement patterns. You see this yellow paper, the vertebrate patterns. There's 7 of them, and there are 4 vertebrate patterns and the 7 pre-vertebrate patterns. And we'll go through some of those patterns. The vertebrate patterns are spinal, homologous, homolateral, that's side to side, and contralateral, that's the final pattern where you're moving one arm with the opposite leg. And it integrates, each pattern is integrated into the next pattern. So the final pattern is the contralateral pattern where you cross one arm to the opposite leg, as in walking. So, and we'll talk also about your embryology. We may get to that. We'll see what we can get to. So I want to thank you. If I can answer any questions, please contact me. My website is www.theneuromuscularcenter. And you can text me at 646, there's a number 1 before that because I'm in the United States, 646-408-6419. You can check out my website to see when the next 5-day event is. And you'll be really thrilled, I think, with what we cover. And it will help you reduce your pain and feel better and stronger in your life. So thank you so much for coming, and we'll see you hopefully soon.